Please ignore my hands if I do any hand motions because I'm not wearing nails. What's up, y'all? My name is Cinnamon Baby. Ignore the fucking AC. My dog is in the room and I really don't want him to get hot. On in the background. What about it? I really wish I could film this with my shirt off. As you could tell by the title, I'm going to jail. Little old me is going to fucking jail. And I'm gonna explain why. I'll sit on this side. So, as you can tell from the title and by my attitude, I'm going to jail. Long overdue, but it's happening. It's happening. Why did I do that? Y'all are probably already wondering what this motherfucker do, what this bitch do. I'm about to tell y'all straight up. I do not feel like I deserve jail time nor community service for these two things that I did.
I definitely did. I did.
Let me get closer so it's a little bit more intimate. Or down. Down. Okay, before I get into the video, I want to say thank you for clicking on the video. I made a brand new SoundCloud account, so if you want to click it down below for new music releases, because I make music, that's what I want to do. I've been doing. Are wondering, what's this bitch going to jail for? I wrote it all here because I wanted to visually see it, and then I also just wanted to like visually just wanted to write it. So what did I go to jail for? Basically two different things. What am I going to jail for? I haven't been there yet. Two different things, but also kind of the same. So back in October of 2023, I was going through a lot. My family was being mentally and physically abusive. I was also in a partnership that was also mentally and physically abusive. Basically, I just had been like thinking a ton. Like I was in my head a lot. Like I was like, if anybody had my life, y'all would not survive at all. Like y'all would not survive this life at all. Like I'm a strong, independent woman, period, point blank. Strong, independent woman. To have gone through all my situations and like still come up and like feel like a bad bitch and feel good, I'm just telling y'all right now, this is trauma weight. The last 8 months have been crazy. I'm gonna say right now that like I'm posting this video after I go to jail because I just don't want no one coming for me while I'm in there. I don't want nothing happening. So yeah. Also, I just want people to respect my privacy. The amount of healing I've done in the last 2 years, especially early last year, is crazy. You've been abused, especially sexually. You can feel this like spiritual weight on you, like some people are trying to stop. The camera might run out of storage, but I'm gonna try to film this as quick as possible, but I doubt that's gonna happen. People can basically spiritually attack you and hold you back. This can cause anxiety, paranoia, random twitches. I'm gonna go over all that in another video on how to deal with sexual abuse, mental abuse, physical abuse. Even if you're male, like you could still like get like unwanted women like coming at you, or like get like even just like beautiful women coming at you, and maybe you don't want that right away. Like you don't want like sexual. Basically, I'd been grabbed by a family member and I have bruises all over my body. I used to cheer myself up every day on my own, and then it started to get dark. I started drinking alcohol almost every day, probably only for about like 2 weeks maybe. Not like I was doing it like for a whole year, whatever. Maybe like a good 2 weeks. A little bit before that, like I would go out a lot, like go to clubs a lot, drink there. Even though like I'm the type of person that doesn't need alcohol to be fun, like I'm naturally high on life. Like I don't need alcohol. Abuse, depression, whatever, PTSD, it causes me to turn to those things because I'm like, I need a fix. I need something to fix me. And I should just be looking for that within. I know I'm definitely not an alcoholic. I know like that I don't really want or need it. My PTSD. Like if I didn't have that, I would be a functioning human where I would like only drink on occasion or whatever. I'd drink and smoke in my room, weed, nicotine. While being crossfaded, I would try to basically calm myself down and like, I don't know, I would like talk to the voices in my head. A lot of times, voices in your head, even if they seem good, like think about it as like a siren, like a mermaid, like someone's calling you to the sea, and like you get there and that bitch like just slaughters you, grabs you with her fucking claws, pulls you into the water and drowns you. That's how the voices are. How good they are, you should only listen to yours. 20% of the time, 20% of the time, I wouldn't feel good. And so that's what made me have to stop. So one night I decided to drink, and I was drinking a lot. I was listening to music. I don't fully remember a lot about that night, other than like what I'm about to tell y'all. Basically, I drinking a lot, and I fucking decided to go driving. So I got my keys, got in the car, and just started driving. I crossfaded while I was driving. I was about 30 minutes out when I started to come in and out of consciousness. It was nighttime while I was driving. I was like coming in and out of consciousness. I'd like barely even remember anything because of the mental and physical abuse. I just hated being home. So got my car, started driving. I usually go for sober drives, but that night was different. Car, drinking, driving. I lit up a joint, crossfaded out of my mind. It's scary that I don't remember a lot of it. Like I don't remember getting in my car. I don't remember like driving for 20 minutes. I was blacking out, and the last thing I remember was I blacked out on the road, on the freeway. I was drifting in and out of sleep. I could hear the music playing really loud. I'm pretty sure I was listening to fucking DaBaby. I don't like him anymore, but I was listening to that probably. Pretty sure he's a pedo. My spirit guides told me he's a pedophile. I woke up about 5 minutes later, like hitting my head on the airbag. Forward, hit the airbags, not my steering wheel, and woke up like that. Perfectly in the middle of this road closed sign. When my airbags went off and my BMW was fucking totaled. Like I had a brand new BMW and I totaled that shit. I was in shock and saw another car that crashed behind me, but he said it wasn't because of my crash. It was just because like whatever he was doing. Like pretty drunk, but I tried to compose myself. I was gonna say I was a little bit drunk, but I was pretty drunk. These cops know what's didn't know what to do other than like fake being sober. Which didn't work out in my favor. In a tight black dress, I looked good, and when the police came, I was basically in trouble. So that is the first incident. Got in trouble from the cops. Actually, not the first. Probably like the fourth. But this is the one where I actually like got handcuffed, put in the police car, and was taken to not the county jail, but like a police station. They took me to the police station. They did a breathalyzer while I was on the freeway, like while we were standing on the freeway with my top car totaled, like hit that shit and dipped, but I did not. It was the universe's way of saying, bitch, get your shit together. Not after that, because I'm crazy. Breathalyzer on me on the road, did like a walking test, and I guess I probably sounded drunk though. Like I think that's just how I talk. Yeah. Though I was like skinny as fuck before all this other trauma happened. Like I was brought to the police station. I was there for like an hour or two. They like did paperwork and questioned me, did another breathalyzer. I was 0.12 at alcohol level. The maximum that you can be is 0.08. And so I was like, they were trying to say I was double that, but I was like 0.12 or 0.14, so I wasn't 0.16. So I think that's fucking insane that like sometimes they like just try to catch you and like get you to like have more time. So that was the first incident. Ended up having court like 4 times for it because they kept pushing like my sentencing back.
I wish I just got it done earlier, but I got a lawyer. He was supposed to be a little bit more helpful, and instead I still got jail time and work project.
And I had to wear a fucking ankle monitor for 3 months. I don't have that shit on anymore, but I had to wear that shit for 3 months attached to it because I was like, I'm not drinking alcohol. This is actually really good. So, and that probably wouldn't have got me too much jail time. I feel like it probably would have gotten me the same amount, but I had a second DUI. Okay, this is gonna be a little bit of a trigger warning, be different. I had a fucking suicide attempt. I took sleeping pills, and as I was like in the process of dying, I said, fuck that. I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna try to take myself to the hospital. I didn't know, I had my phone in my hand and I didn't know whether it was better to call 911 or tell my mom or just drive myself to the hospital. I ran through all the scenarios in my head like 0.1 second, and I was like, fuck, I'm gonna just like take my ass to the car. I was stumbling there because I was on sleeping pills and it was literally trying to kill me. Like my brain kept like going in and out of consciousness like as I was walking. And well, I want to do a more in-depth like story time and also like awareness about suicide, suicide attempts, self-harm, everything, like trigger warning. Please click off the video if you cannot handle hearing about suicide. I did not get very far. I got in the car, blacking in and out of consciousness, had one shoe on, and crashed into 2 fucking cars, like literally down the street from me, like right around the corner. As I turned the corner, like I just had no control over the cars, so I just like went right and crashed right into 2 cars. I literally like got on the phone, was like calling the ambulance. They were like confused and shit like that. But I'm honestly so grateful for her because I don't know how long it took for the ambulance to get there, but it must have been a good minute. Like I must have been dead for a little bit and they probably didn't even know. Like I'm pretty sure like in another universe I literally died like twice, 3 times, 4 times because of that attempt, and that is not cool. I feel like I really hurt myself. I feel like I did wrong by myself. I feel like I'll never do that ever again because it's scary. Even if I feel like that, like feel suicidal or whatever, I just pull myself out of it because like you don't want to watch yourself die. You don't want to feel that pain, like, but it should never be by you. So yeah, that's how I got my second DUI. They counted it as a DUI because I was under the influence of sleeping pills. That got me jail time and work project / community service. Like a few days ago, I was so pissed. I yelled outside because I could not understand why I would have jail time for a suicide attempt. Like made my life harder while I was trying to end it. It makes no sense to me. At the same time, I feel like I could have held my own. Like I could have preached to the judge if it was just me solo, without any help from anybody in my court process. Like I feel like I would have been preaching that like, hey, I had a suicide attempt. The judge didn't even know that on my last hearing. Like she was like, oh, sleeping pills, like, I don't know. So yeah, just do better, don't drink and drive, stay positive. I'm I'm gonna make videos on what to do in an abusive situation. I'm gonna make those videos before I release this one, just so that it's out there for people to watch and you're not just sitting at home waiting for it. Like, I literally want you to have the information right there, right in front of you. So yeah. Thank y'all for watching the video. Y'all could like give it a like or not, but like it's because I got a lot of energy and a lot to say. And now my voice is going out because I think it's time to end the video. Alright, thank you guys for watching. Check out my Instagram, SoundCloud, and yeah, subscribe. Thank you.